we had our colleague Gaurang Sinha speak exclusively to India's chief statistician TCA Anant and asked him just that.
Insofar as GDP is concerned, we are more or less, we have the same number.
Right.
In GVA, the full year numbers come in slightly lower than the numbers which we see at the state at the time of the advanced, and this is in part due to the slightly poorer performance in manufacturing and in part also to a slightly poorer performance in public administration and defense. The reason why GDP remains the same is in essence because subsidies to counterbalance this have been a little more restrained. The growth in subsidies has been less than what we had taken into account at that time. So then there are others where you have seen increase. Agriculture has been slightly better.
Over the last 2 or 3 months, we have seen perhaps a sharp dip as far as the IIP goes. And of course, your fourth quarter's numbers seem to completely contradict that. Yes, of course, manufacturing has come in slightly lower than you had anticipated in the advanced estimates. But overall, there is a little bit of a disconnect there. Would you care to elaborate on that?
The IIP numbers certainly play a role in the estimates of manufacturing.
Correct.
It has some role in the estimates of construction. It has some role in the estimates of capital formation, and all of those are in line with the direction which you are seeing in IIP. But the GDP is not merely IIP.
Right.
There is value added taking place in services, which we estimate from corporate filings. There is value added taking place in trade, which we estimate from the data which comes partly from corporate filings and partly from the growth in sales tax collections or the base of the sales tax, and so on. So the overall effect is a combined effect.
Right, but then if you could just elaborate on where we see that extra acceleration, what sector has flourished to that extent?
In the fourth quarter, we are getting a growth rate of 7.4% in the fourth. Now, this is in part coming by 9.1% growth in financial, real estate and professional services, 9.9% in communication and services relating to broadcasting and so on and so forth, and a slight improvement in agriculture, because agriculture in the fourth quarter has been estimated at 2.3 based on the third. So when you take these into account, they help compensate the slightly poorer performance in IIP, which is showing up in manufacturing, construction, and of course capital.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.